I'm so confused by the release of these figures, the numbers on them, how I get them in Canada. It's horrible. These are WWE superstars. They are made with the same bodies as the Masters of the Universe action figures, Masters of the Universe Origins, which are my favorite current toy line. And my favorite toy, Masters of the Universe, my favorite faction of all time. Now, so when I get these, first of all, Canada has gotten like one or two waves of these, and they're just random waves. They weren't in order, and I think that maybe some Walmarts got selected, got like one case of them, and then that's all that they saw. Maybe, I'm not sure about that. I know that these are Walmart exclusives, but only in the United States. So it's very hard to come by them. However, sometimes people go to toy shows. When I go to toy shows, I see people who have made trips to the States and have bought them. They're really, I think, pretty much inexpensive in the U.S. Here in Canada, they price them at $35 each, $35 to $39 each. I mean, it's ridiculous, the cost of these. Now, they're just awesome figures, though. They're new Masters of the Universe characters. They have cloth goods. They started out using this body type for a crossover between, they call them Masters of the WWE Universe, which was awesome. Now, the biggest problem I have with these figures is the releases. Well, first of all, we don't get them in Canada. That really is the biggest problem. But they tend to get caught up in, I don't know, politics or rights or something. And when they release them, they hold one back, and then it was also happening with the Masters of the WWE Universe too. And then they do have numbers, so you can see on the Canadian ones, they don't write the word series. And then on the American cards, so yes, we have been getting occasional releases. I don't even remember, I think Wave 5 I was able to get off of Walmart, because that's the only place you can get them. But they're not yet in store. We tend to get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of, I'm not even sure what wave it is, I think Wave 2, over and over again. And now we're stuck on, I don't know what wave it is, I think Wave 4. No, it can't be Wave 4, because we haven't had Wave 4 yet. Maybe one day Canada will see them. Maybe they will come, and we just have to hold it out. But I don't know if that is true, especially because I did just pick up Wave 5 at Walmart. So we know that there's an American card. Let's look at the numbers that I have here. This one says number 5. This one says number 5. This one, number 5. Rav Shinrik Rude, I love that these are 1980s wrestlers too. And then Macho Man is also Wave 5. So yes, this comes in a set, and these were available sporadically. Sometimes this guy was available for a long time. We got lots of Macho Mans, and then I ordered him, and then the other ones started popping up on I just checked the Walmart site regularly, daily, hourly, to see if they popped up, and then occasionally they did, and now we're back to the same old wave that has been, stuck on the pegs at Walmart, and they keep refreshing them. You say, oh, they sold out of that wave. Thank goodness they're going to get a new wave, but no, they get more and more and more of the same, and then they digress, and then they get more of the old wave that they used to have lots and lots of. It's insane. I don't know. Maybe they'll show up at the dollar store. And then these ones, which something that's great about this is, where else can you go when you go to a toy show? Are the prices cheaper than they are at Walmart? So yes, I guess it's because when they have gone to the States and bought these, and they got them on sale, so they can mark the prices way lower than the Canadian prices, or I think nobody really wants them, so they've been holding on to them for a long time. So I did notice that some of the newer waves, like these ones, I had to pay more at the toy show for. However, I did strike up a deal when I bought lots. I thought I was getting a whole new set when I bought these ones, and then I figured out that because I bought all these together. I just assumed because this one seller had them all that they were all from the same wave, but no, because this one is Series 6, and this one is Series 7, and this one is Series 6, and this one is Series 4. And then that is the other problem with these, is that when they do release them, they come out singly. They come out with, look, it says this is Series 4, but on the back of these we have all of these Series 5 characters. So what is The Rock doing on the back there? What is this Macho Man doing on the back there? What is Typhoon, which is the one that we have? That's why he's on there. That makes sense. Mr. T. So if I look on the back of all of these packages and see which ones I'm missing, that's the other confusing part. And that is why when I didn't pay attention to the different series, let's look at series number 7. Who's on the back here that I don't have? Okay, so I do have to get Vader. And apparently I have all of these other ones. Hulk Hogan I have, and something that also that I'm learning is that there are chases, so different sneaker colors. I think the blue one is, the blue sneakers are the rare. That's cool. I don't know which other ones have been available in chases. I think maybe it's always Hulk Hogan. There's another guy who definitely has changeable parts, and I don't know which wave it's from, but if I'm looking at all of these, the only two I'm missing are Vader and Mr. T. And now Mr. T is on the back of the wave 4, the Series 4 card, so this one's scaring me the most. Oh, I think Mr. T, I think he might be the one that there's 2 different color variants of. I'm not sure. Anyway, considering this is the only one that is the Series 4 that I have, which I think there are only 2 in Series 4, if I think they repeated them, I think that it is just Mr. T and Typhoon. So, and this is my first time opening one of these plumper bodies. So they did start making more plumper, more thick bodies for the thicker wrestlers. And do I have one of the other? And then these are the 2 thicker ones. And I guess the captain is also on the rounder body. But I am going to open, since I spent so much time talking about these and I have to figure out what I'm missing. Really, Mr. T is the oldest one that I don't have. So he's the one that I have to hunt down and get and figure out where I'm going to get him. I will have to go to the toy show, and hopefully I will find him there. Meanwhile, I'll show you. This is my collection of opened ones, and I do have to take inventory because I do forget, and they're so sporadic, and I don't know which I've opened and not. But I have opened a lot of these, but not too many, because, oh yeah, this is weird. I did open this wave. I don't even remember what wave this was. Maybe this one I found on Amazon Canada, but it was just once. This guy is from the wave that is now clogging the pegs right now, where there is a different Hulk Hogan in that wave, but he gets sold out the soonest. I think I don't even know if I remember these things correctly, because again, they're so sporadic. Anyway, I am excited about seeing what this rounder body. Can I use the word fat? This fat body? I don't think people like that. I don't think you're allowed to use that word today. But get over yourself. I'm skinny, so I have to live with that. Typhoon. Something that they do include, which I think is unnecessary, but maybe that is very popular with the wrestling fans. I'm not a new wrestling fan. I did watch it in the 80s, and it was the thing to pay attention to then. But they do always give. Apparently, right now, I'm noticing that there are 3 variants of each hand. So they have an open, a fist. Well, we might as well do it. We have the time. Sometimes I open 4 of these. I'd like to open the whole series at once, but I don't know if I can wait. Maybe I'll never find the Mr. T. So I'll never know. So I decided not to open up 4 of them at the same time. So we have a kind of semi-closed grip fist, like that. They have 2 of those. And then we have 2 open hands. And then they really did switch up these 2. So we have a holding hand that can hold weapons. And then we have a fist. So 2 very cool hands. Did I open the right one? I know that one has swappable. Yeah, this is Series 4. Is this true? Does the other plump guy who is... Wait, where did he go? Oh, I can't find him. Oh, here he is. Earthquake. Does he have swappable shoes? Oh, yeah, he does. Check out that. Inside there. Because underneath his costume, he's got a printed-on leotard. And it matches... It's in blue, and it matches his included footwear. So, I mean, that's a pretty deluxe figure to get all that stuff. Considering with this one, I mean, his knee pads aren't... What are we getting with this guy? We're getting a longer mullet? Not really. We're getting a little more hair on Typhoon. But let's check out this rounder figure. So the cloth goods are an interesting difference to these ones, and I guess that's where the price comes from. They do have the same removable parts and everything. These clothes do fit very well on my Cave Club Slate figure, which I like to make a video one day where I do that, my little cave baby figure. But if you take off the parts, I mean, I didn't even give you a good look at him. He does have a little pair of black, like they look like Andre the Giant shorts. I wonder if they are the same as that, but we do have to compare this body. I think you saw him enough in his cloth good leotard, and you can see that some of the straps aren't finished, and the sides are, and the leg holes are actually hemmed. So that's interesting. I do like to wear, well, maybe not so much anymore, but I was wearing tank tops last year and the years before that were not finished. I would, cut t-shirts that were like that, but I would buy them that way too. So I guess you can still say that's a fad. However, this is probably could have a little better finishing on it, and it is that costumey, stretchy material, but there's no complaints. It's really cool. Printed on Typhoon logo. The polyester is sticking to my rough fingers that I don't like about polyester. But then we have this body like this, the rounder, less defined body, and I do have to get another figure to check if and how the bodies have changed. I'm looking for somebody who I can't find anybody who doesn't have any cloth goods. They all are all dressed up so well. But here we go. You can see how the arms are the same, and I believe the legs are bigger. The legs are plumper on these ones, and maybe they are Andre the Giant. No, I should have had that Andre the Giant WWE figure standing by. You can see that, of course, the the little bathing suit, the little underwears, the Speedo. The wrestling uniform is a lot bigger and broader, and yeah, he is a plumper character. I think that the legs are the same down, and then even this guy has exactly the same shoes on. I mean, even painted. I mean, no, they're not exactly the same, because Ric Flair has his initials on them, and they don't seem to be as fat and high, but no, they are. They're pretty much the same. No, they're the same. This is not molded in. It's just the RF. It was the 80s. There's lots of mullets happening going around here, so that's kind of cool. He has quite the face. This is the same skin tone. He was a good guy to compare with. It is a very similar skin tone. Maybe it's not exactly the same. You can see these figures have all kinds of other accessories and whatnot, so it is good to be able to change the hands, I guess, even though I think it's unnecessary. Like Masters of the Universe, I only need 2 hands. A holding hand, which there's nothing for him to hold, so maybe he doesn't even need a holding hand. Maybe he just needs a fist and a slapping hand, and that's all you would need. But check out that face. The likenesses are always really, really good on these. He does have knee pads. You can usually slide those off because they're just rubbery. You just push them down over the calves. It's a tight fit though, but it can be done. They come apart at the waist. I really should have had Andre the Giant standing by to see if they used the same, we'll call it a loincloth, Speedo, bathing suit, wrestling suit. Alright, that's it. That's all I have to say. A lot of complaining and a lot of scarcity. I'm scared that I will never find that Mr. T, but I will be checking over the summer at every toy show, and considering Walmart's prices after taxes are about $50 a figure, I would probably pay that to get him at a toy show, and I believe that my chances of finding him are pretty good, even though Mr. T, of course, is the most popular, and when people are buying just one-offs of these, Mr. T would be one of those characters that happens to. That is quite a tight fit to get that on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know how to do this. I don't remember. Have to step him into the uniform. He does have to be joined. It does help to take off his arms, though. And let's pull this up here. I don't like how polyester. Are you a polyester person? I can't stand artificial fibers. They stick to my dry hands. Push this up. I guess I don't want to be taking off these outfits very often because they aren't constructed that well and the material's not that durable. But it's not like I play with these. That stuff it's like a nylon, so it would pill. What do you call that? You get a run, tear very easily. So I am going to be careful with that, but I do have to make a video where I take my little cave club action figure and I put him in these outfits because he does, for some reason, his little 10-inch body fits very nicely. Maybe he's a 6-inch figure too, because he does fit in these clothes very well. Anyway, he is cool. I do like the new body type. I don't think we've seen this in Origins at all, so they should definitely make a Ram Man with this body. It would be so cool to get an articulated, non-gimmicky Ram Man done in plump version. I think we have something like that with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I'm also loving opening. Check out all of those videos: Origins, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, WWE Superstars, There's so many. Like I'm so ecstatic. I hope Mattel does use this body for more figures in the future. I hope you had fun with this figure. I don't know what I'm going to open next for this collection. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Wish me luck to find Mr. T. We'll see you next time.